Wild brown trout, these things can be devilishly hard to catch. However, I think we've got a fly here. It features the key ingredients that I'm sure are triggers for these fish. Oranges and reds, you tend to see a lot of orange and red in brown trout flies. This fly is called the Burn Supper because I came up with it just after Burns night. Look at the colours on my plate, believe it or not. Let's go ahead and tie him. It's a bit fiddly, but it's a nice fly and well worth the effort. Tying materials, we've got a tail, golden pheasant. I've got my first hackle, it's just cheapy reds, Chinese hackles, cock. I've got a dyed sunburst orange partridge. Now the body is this lovely silver holographic tinsel. And finally my rib, again highlighting that red. I've got thick red wire, but it's nice and soft, very malleable. In the vise I've got a size 10 wet fly hook, just to get my thread. Oh, finally, there's a little bit of dubbing that'll pull over the fly at the end, and it just covers those hackles really, really well. A little bit of number 46, Hen's Spectra. Give yourself a little bit of space at the head of the fly, a couple of mil. Come down with your thread wraps. Stop quite short, halfway between the hook point and the barb. Now I'll get in here my tippets. Select a feather, come down. Don't want too much, so any extra wayward ones, just pull away. That's fine. And you want it sticking out about half a centimetre for the back of the fly, like so. Wind the thread back up and secure in the red wire rib. Secure it on your side of the hook shank. Nice touch and turns with the thread. And finally, with the body, always, when you're down tinsel, start at the top and work your way down. You'll notice when I'm wrapping this stuff, every wrap overlaps the previous one. So you've got a nice and secure, even. Sometimes that happens, don't panic, just tinsel. It'll pull itself out. Move that thread out of the way. So, undo all your work, start again. It's not a big deal. Just come up, cover over everything. Always keep tension. That's what happened there. I lost tension on the tinsel. But like I say, don't panic. Plenty of time. Come in, lock. Like so. Check you're happy. We've got a nice even body. Either side. Because I'm going to come up with this rib, I'm just got to lock this off with a wrap of thread. And come up in the opposite direction to the one that you tied in the tinsel. Take one wrap round the tail, nice and even, coming up the body and securing at the head. Looking good. Lock off the thread, and then I'm not happy with that. There's a little bit of my threads behind the actual wrap there, so let's just take it back, get it even. There we are, and then lock off. Rather than just finishing the fly off and you're not happy, just take the time to stop what you're doing. Get it right. like so. Keeping everything under tension. If I just wiggle this, it'll snap. Bring your thread back up over the last wrap, because you're going to touch your first hackle. And what I'm looking for is this, a cock hackle, just a little bit longer than the gape of the hook. So just stroke this back, that's fine. 1.5 times the hook gape. Catch it in on your side, lock and turns. Come in with the snips. Now forgive me for a second, my hackle pliers are here. Catch the hackle by the tips. Now you only want to go around 2, maybe 3 times. Don't worry if it looks messy. Like I say, we've got a head, we've got another hackle to go in there as well. So stroke the fibres back, just wet your fingers, stroke everything back a touch. Make sure the wraps are nice and even, covering everything nicely. And get quite a long partridge feather. That gives an idea how old that is, £1.50. I don't think you'll be getting that for £1.50 these days. Take your feather, strip away the flue at the bottom. That's no good to man or beast. Again, come in with the tips of your hackle pliers and just carefully separate the fibres like so. And then tie in. Couple of wraps to secure. Keep that little tag end on there. It'll all be tidied up. Don't worry about the bulk here, because like I say, we've got a little bit of dubbing to come in here. Take the partridge, the stock, and you're looking for a couple of wraps, maybe 3. See how it looks, don't want it too bulky. Stroking those fibres back and secure. A couple of more thread wraps. Come in with your scissors, trim it off nice and tight. Again, wet your fingers, stroke these fibres back. Take a thread wrap over the last turn of the hackle. So you've got a sloping wing, like so. So it's sloped back, the thread under tension pulls everything back, covers the body, but you can still see the ribbon, you can still see that pearl. Now come with your Globear's Spectra dubbing, 46, it's a black. It's very thin dubbing, this stuff. And dub on a thin, very delicate rope. So you're almost creating, it's like a little muddler head with a Spectra. Look at that, it's lovely. Not a bit too much on there, so just keeping everything under tension, pull it back, like so. Wet those fingers, stroke the fibres, come in, bed in with a little head. Now the final key to this is my little bit of Velcro. And it just pulls these fibres back into the wing. And it gives it an extra little bit of movement, bit of character, shape and form. You can see that there. Let's check both sides. Looking nice. There you go. Burns Night Wet Fly. An absolute cracker for wild brownies. Like I say, it's got the key triggers. Fish it as part of a team of 3 in a decent wave, and you'll not go far wrong with that.